Malamba Hess. Back again. Uh, Back to back videos. Back to back videos this time. I wanna show you guys something. I wanna show you guys the hypocrisy of so-called Pan-Africanists because these people are always talking about Maho. White people this, Maho Benza Ing, Maho Benza Ing. I just want to read this for you guys from uh, Ruru, from Gizafalaka Ruru. So, what I want to know ore, o postile and lena ke la reply Moko X are South Africans think they are special. If you need to open with South Africans think they are special, that means you think we are special, and it's giving you sleepless nights. It's what you think. We are just in our own country, bro, minding our own business. But a foreigner is here telling us, you guys think you're special. This same guy made a baby with a South African. Banaba Haidabona, kitty half breeds, the mixed breeds. So now, for him to say South Africans think they are special means it includes Banaba. It includes your baby mama. So I don't know who you think you're insulting because you came to us. We wouldn't even know you exist if you didn't come to our land. On top. No, I've looked at this guy. South Africans think they are special, but the fact is that they have the highest murder, political assassinations, robbery, kidnapping, extortion, gangsterism, organized crime, rape, and drug abuse in Africa. They even have the worst murder and rape than even war zones. Hey, Manaschoa, Sabatola, Papala. War zones like Sudan. All this is because they choose to remain under white oppression and apartheid. They are the savages of, of Africa, turned into savages by the ravages of white supremacy, which they don't want to break. But the reason they don't know this is because the enemy keeps them indoctrinated by media. I responded to this and I said, xenophobia and racism all in one post. Pan-Africanists sure have a lot of hate in their hearts, especially towards white and black South Africans. So much xenophobia and racism, wow. I would just like to add a little bit of a make it sound dramatic because I get anything we do and say is always deemed as racist or xenophobic. So Linna, I'm just giving them a taste of their own medicine. Anything they say, oh wow, xenophobia, oh wow, wow, oh wow, wow, xenophobia. So this guy is obsessed. Karuna. Everything is like South Africa this, South Africa that. He tries sometimes to focus on his own country, Zimbabwe, but then he eventually relapses back to talking about South Africa again, which shows an unhealthy obsession with us. We're minding our own business in our own country, and this guy just comes online and just constantly abuses us endlessly. And then when we defend ourselves against this ambush, we are labeled as xenophobic. So what is it called? What he's doing here, where this guy is basically saying we have to kick out white people out of the country. We have to get rid of them. How do you kick them out? We have to what? Unalive them? What do you mean kick them out? This guy is calling for violence on social media publicly in front of the whole world. He's calling for the extermination of whites. He's calling for white people to be kicked out or removed or whatever the case may be. How exactly is that going to happen, sir? We like our white people. We are one. They are our brothers. Hey, Pan Africanists hate to hear it when South Africans say that we are one with whites. Those are our brothers and sisters. Coloreds, Indians, whites, blacks. Brothers and sisters. You African migrants, we don't know you. Except Namibia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Botswana, certain countries. Kenya, we really like them. Everyone else, Lashan. And Ghana, we like Ghanaians that are not mixed with the Jollof people on top. So He seems very obsessed with what South Africans are doing and the decisions that we make in our own country. And he seems to be calling for violence against white people. He seems to be very xenophobic towards black South Africans because he's criticizing and chastising us for being peaceful and talking about us as if we're weak or something like that. So I don't know what this guy expects or wants to happen, but it's not going to happen. South Africa is going to remain a peaceful country. We're going to continue to get along with white people because they are our brothers and sisters. There's nothing he can do or say about it. He can be mad if he wants to. It's not going to change anything. But to further back what I'm saying up, I want you guys to listen to Chimdi when he describes the hypocrisy of Pan-Africanists. Pan-Africanists will tell you, kick out the white man. But the first opportunity they get, they will go to a country with white people. They'll go to Europe, they'll go to Australia, they'll go to Canada, America, New Zealand. First chance. First chance they get, they go to those countries. But their advice to us is always the opposite of what they actually want to do. Which is to say that they're so beside themselves with jealousy and envy that they want us to go on a path that they know is not a good one for us, to try to prove a point to them, people we don't even respect. Why would we do what they telling us to do? We know they hate us, so they would never give us good advice. Why would we listen to them? But they're always on social media and even in South Africa telling us to kick out the white man, kick out the white man, kick out the white man. In other words, they want to see the country collapse like their countries collapse. They want to see us suffer so that they can't offer us any help in the way that we offered them help, in the way that we offered them refuge and gave them food and jobs and education. We gave them everything during their struggle. So they want us to kick out white people so the economy can collapse. The white elites, by the way, because it's not all white people that have power in South Africa. A lot of white people are poor. A lot of white people are suffering. The white elites, yes, they've got access to resources. Majority of white people in the country are struggling. Obviously, not to the same extent as black people, but it's not like white people are living exponentially better lives than everybody else. The average white person is suffering themselves in South Africa. It's an unfair comparison to compare the white elite to the average white South African who's going through a lot himself in South Africa. But obviously, yes, black South Africans are the majority, and most of them are living below the poverty line, which is painful. So either way, we are all brothers and sisters, and we have to figure this thing out together in South Africa as South Africans. We don't need commentary and opinions from people coming from outside telling us what to do with our affairs. We will not listen to you guys. I don't know why you guys bother. You so-called Pan-Africanists that can't wait to move to Europe first chance you get. Can't wait to go to America first chance you get. Can't. A lot of them have friends that are white, but they will go on social media, but they go to DL and give us the worst advice. Tell us to kick out white people because they want to see the country collapse, and they think we're stupid enough to follow their advice. We never will. We'll continue to live in peace with white people because these white people in the country are not our oppressors. They are not. They did not oppress us. These guys were just born yesterday. You talk about the oppressor. How? What did they do to oppress us? They didn't oppress us. It's a narrative. All this Julius Malema talk. Julius Malema has done nothing but destroy South Africa. He came in and caused division amongst blacks and whites with Kill the Boer and all this rhetoric about the white oppressor, whilst himself going to white people to beg for money for his political party, taking orders from Bo Rupert and Oppenheimer, getting money and funding from them as well, visiting the UK to go beg for money and receive instructions from them. Then he wants to tell us, but we must kick out white people. Then he says, let's open borders. And if you say no, then you're xenophobic. But the guy, if you've been to his house or you've seen his house, high walls, security 24/7. But Rona, we must have open borders. Pure hypocrisy. These Pan-Africanists are hypocrites, Buffet, to stop listening to them. And now Chindi is gonna drive this message home beautifully. Listen to what he says about the hypocrisy of Nigerians that will tell you to do one thing while they do the opposite. Never take advice from these Pan-Africanists. Their definition of success is to see their so-called fellow brother down. That for them is their victory. Don't let them guide or counsel you. These guys only want to see themselves at the top. And if they're suffering, they want everybody else to suffer along with them. They don't have any desire to see Africa develop. That's why you won't see them in South Sudan fighting for one Africa, fighting for peace. They're always in first world countries preaching Pan Africanism while living soft lives. Don't take these people seriously, my fit. They're all scammers and they're hypocrites. Now watch.
South Africans, come, let me show you people something. These are Nigerians. You know what they're doing? They are begging for the intervention of Donald Trump. Don't laugh yet. I know a number of intelligent people amongst you are already laughing. And I know why you're laughing. I stand with you. These are Nigerians begging for the intervention of America, of Donald Trump, on grounds that Christians in Nigeria are being unalived. So Nigerians are seeking for the intervention of white people. These were the same people that were taunting South Africans, mocking South Africans on their unionization with white people. These were the same people that said, oh, South Africans are inferior minded. That is why they submit to the white people amongst them. You see why I told you people, never trust Nigerians whenever they start all this, their blah, 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 in making you or giving you the impression that Europeans are your problems. They want you people to feel like they have failed because they are hypocrites. Now they are seeking for white people to intervene. These are people telling us that white people came and deceived their ancestors, that the problem in Nigeria are white people. But they are using the innovation. They are using the invention of white people. I don't even want to talk about that because that one is high level of hypocrisy. If you are from any other African country, from Ghana, from Kenya, from Botswana, from anywhere, don't allow Nigerians give you the impression that white people are your enemies, because they are not your enemies. Nigerians are your enemies. It is better you lay preference. You see, when Very Dark Man came and shut over his mouth, that his dark mouth, as I telling South Africans, yes, you people will not accept your fellow black people, your fellow Africans, but you people would rather relate with white people. Forgetting that Martin Luther King Jr. said that it doesn't matter your color. What matters is, are you a good person? And in this case, Nigerians, though they are black and share the same skin color with South Africans, are evil. Whereas white people who share a different color are the ones that you be with and you start experiencing peace, development, innovation, invention, and to the next level. This was the same thing they mocked South Africans for. Ghanaians, are you people listening to me? For those of you that will come and say, oh, no, African for Africans. There is nothing like Africa for Africans. There is nothing like what? Africa for Africans. There is nothing like that. Lay preference to white people more than your own brothers if you understand that these white people will bring development to your society. Don't mind all those rubbish sentiments in telling you people, blah, 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 blah. Take preference to your black skin. There is nothing like black skin. Martin Luther King said we should not look at people based on their skin color. That is, it is a person that starts talking about skin color that is a racist. If the person, see, your brothers and sisters should not be defined based on color. Your brothers and sisters should be defined based on who is more civil. And on that note, you would understand that Nigerians are not your brothers. Nigerians are not your sisters. Nigerians are your enemies. There is nothing like color. It is a person that starts talking about color that is a racist. Americans, white people are not racists. They treat you based on your reputation, and Nigerians have bad reputations, and they have made such reputations to spread amongst black people. So when you go to Europe and you're treated anyhow, understand that it is not because they want to treat you anyhow based on your color, but because someone in same color had given them a very bad reputation. Understand this thing. There is a full class on this. I don't even want to talk about this because it gets me annoyed. Now, these are Nigerians that gave you the impression that white people are your problems. They are the ones soliciting for the aid of Donald Trump. They are the ones soliciting for the aid of white people. They are the ones soliciting for the aid of Europeans. Because the truth is that they cannot handle themselves. Listen, you heard this first from my page. Time is coming and the time is now when the subject of our protest will not be on, we want good governance, we want answers, we want this. Our subject of protest will be, America, come and take over the leadership of Nigeria. We want to become a state in America as Nigeria. Come and take over. That's the next protest you see. Because it is very clear that the only thing we can significantly say is still working in Nigeria are the things that were initiated by our colonial masters. These are still the things working in Nigeria, nothing else. There has not been a city successfully crafted since our colonial masters left Nigeria. There has never been. Our problem are not Westerners. Our problems are not Europeans. Our problems are not white people. Nigerians are hypocrites. They will make you, they want you people to feel like they did. See South Africans and learn from South Africans. That unionization had elevated them.
Next time a Pan-Africanist wants to tell you about, hey, South Africans, you hate your fellow what. They themselves, Nigerians, are praying for the intervention of the white man so that Nigeria can become functional again, because 250 million plus of them cannot solve the problems of their communities. They are useless. They say Nigerians are smart. They cannot solve the problems in their country. They're useless. They're not smart. Problem solving is a sign of intelligence. They cannot solve the problems in Nigeria. They say Nigeria is a lost cause, it's a lost hope. No, you people are just not smart enough to solve your own problems. So you need a nanny. You need mommy and daddy to come in, to come take care of you. But yet you're telling other countries like South Africa, we must kick white people out. We will never do it. You guys are hypocrites. You want to see our country fall. Hence why I agree fully with Chimdi when he says anybody that's still talking about skin color is a racist. It's simple as that, bro. And then if you're still criticizing South Africans for not doing this madness of kicking white people out, you are a racist. You are xenophobic, sorry. So these Pan-Africanists are both racist and xenophobic. Trust me, guys. This that I'm telling you now, same as what Chimdi said, it's going to start to see the light of day. And it's going to become more common for people to wake up to the fact that Pan-Africanists are not only racist, they're also xenophobic towards black South Africans for being peaceful. Black South Africans want peace. They're trying to tell us these are our enemies. Who are you to tell us who our enemies are? You focus on your own S-hole countries that you can't fix. Don't worry about us. We good out here. Sick.